Good day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. Today, we are going to be reacting to the legendary game between the St. George Illawarra Dragons and the Gold Coast Titans. I hope you're all having an amazing day as we get hyped for our first game of Friday. Nothing like some Friday night footy to get us hyped. Day legends. The 6 o'clock game. Not always a favorite for people, but for me, I find it pretty enjoyable personally, legends. I like myself a 6 o'clock Friday game overall, folks. Hope you're all having an amazing day so far here. In the chat, Liam says Dragons by 13 plus. First try scorer, Clint Gufferson. I mean, King Guffo, mate. He had one heck of a game last week against the Parramatta Eels, scoring a double. Just unfortunately for himself, unable to get the job done anyways. Hey, legends, just not quite enough for him then. Credit where credit's due, though. It was far from a poor performance. Golden Point lost. They'll be looking to fix themselves today here after losing to the Parramatta Eels with Zach Lomax, their former player, kicking the winning field goal there, legends. Which could only be thanks to the rugby league gods at this point, eh, folks? Anyways, about 7 minutes till the game kicks off here. We're going to be getting on with the lineups. Then we'll be saying hello to all you legends in the chat today. If I can just boot it up here, legends. Been a bit of a funny day, this one. It has been. For the St. George Illawarra Dragons, we have Clint Gufferson, their captain, at fullback today, with Tyrell Sloan and Christian Tuapolotu on the wings. Valentine Holmes and Moses Sully line up in the centres with Kyle Flanagan and Lachlan Ilias in the halves. Though that could be not for long here, as Lachlan Ilias, he is on thin ice right now in his position. Toby Couchman and David Clemmer in the props today with the boy himself, our South Sydney Rabbitoh legend, Damien Cook at number 9 here. Jaden Sewer and Dylan Egan, your second rowers, with Jack DeBellin at lock here. The interchange is Luciano Leilua, Jacob Little, Blake Laurie, and Hamish Stewart. Matthew Fiangi gets the 18th man position. As for the Gold Coast Titans, we have Jalen de Groot at fullback with Tony Francis and Philip Sami on the wings. That's a late change. Philip Sami was initially named in the centres, folks. Bo Fermor shifts from the second row to the centre here with Brian Kelly. Jaden Campbell and AJ Brimson are our halves today, with Moki Fodawaker captaining the side with RCG in the props. Sam Verrills is number 9 with Kless Haas and David Fafita in the second row. Chris Randall is lock. Arama Ho is 14 with Jermaine Jolliffe, Brock Gray, and Alan Fitzgibbon lining up the rest of the interchange. Thomas Weaver will be your 18th man for this one, folks. Thomas Weaver, fun fact, was rumoured to be our potential halfback signing before we ended up with Dean Hawkins, legends. I think in the end we picked the right one, but just putting it out there that we could have had Thomas Weaver playing for Parramatta at the moment had we not gone down a different path there when we were in the search for Mitchell Moses, a backup, legends. Remember, if you enjoy the stream, to hit that like button, folks. Should be a fun one here. I always enjoy rugby league, even when it's the simple streams. You know what I mean, legends here? Hi, legends, says Krishan. Hello, Krishan. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to have you here, mate. Shout out to your Warriors. They play versus the Storm this week, and I did actually tip you as a bogey team. So please. Actually, no, I did tip the Storm. But anyways, I hope that you win. Christian, I hope you win. Michael Green Driver says, hi, legend. How was your day today? It was all right, man. I can't say that it was anything crazy, bruv. As I'm just going to quickly grab. There it is. Just going to quickly turn on the thing because for some reason I am hot right now. I don't think it's particularly a hot day, legends, but I am hot. Probably because of how hot the Parramatta Eels' victory is going to be tomorrow, or maybe even this game, legends. Oof. It's going to be a bit much for us to be able to handle, eh? I've been a bit 50-50, I'll admit, today, but I always look forward to these streams. You know, a little something gets you through it. Old Mate Spicy says, hey, legend. Hey, Old Mate Spicy. Been a bit since we've seen you in the streams. How you doing, buddy? Ever since you've been here, we've been monetized and all that. Hopefully you're doing legendary. I give you all 5 hays out of 5 hays. Christian says the ref is Chris Butler. Nice. Evening legend, says Jason Reeder and Mel. Hello, Jason and Mel. Hopefully you've had the most legendary of 24 hours. Liam Pritchard says, Tyler, go Para tomorrow. Go Para tomorrow, Liam. Best of luck. I hope you enjoy your cruise, Liam, buddy. You will be missed at the Parramatta Eels games. You will be. We will not be the same without our guy Liam there cheering with us, will we be, legends? We'll have to make do without him, but it is just so rough not to have him around there for us. As per anytime try scorers here, I reckon I'll go with Clint Gutherson to fly on over after what was a double last week. He'll be looking for a bounce back here. Tyrell Sloan also, I'll say, will be the first try scorer because I just feel for him, man. You know, that try, it should never have been a try anyways because it went forward, but it went forward, so it should never have been a try anyways. But going out of play, it was just a stuff of rugby league gods. Nothing Sloan could really do, right, folks? And in the end, his team ended up losing without that try. The Gold Coast Titans, though, they've got enough to prove here too as well, legends. Like, we're not just gonna we're not just gonna focus on the Dragons today. We're gonna focus on the Gold Coast Titans here. Initially feeling sore after a loss to the Dolphins, they'll feel a lot better after the Panthers have gone down against the Dolphins last night. 5 straight losses for the Penrith Panthers. And fun fact, if next game ends up with a Roosters upset, they could go to last if Para win tomorrow, legends. Welcome to the stream. I've just had a child, mate. Oh, you've just had a child, oh, mate, Spicy. Well, congratulations on the child, legends. Firmino. So I'll be around, Firmino. No doubt. Oh, mate, that's all good, bro. That's all good. You had a child. Congratulations, man. That's a huge moment in your life, right? Best of luck with that, man. Obviously, I'm a bit young to know what that's like, but yeah, good. Enjoy that, mate. Enjoy your life right now with that. It doesn't matter when you're here. It's just good when you are, bro. That's all it is. It's good when you are. Legend, I'm scared because I hate Ashley Klein because he is the ref for the Waz and Storm. I don't like Ashley Klein either, man, but sometimes you got to make do with what you got to make do with, right? Bosky says, are you streaming Para game tomorrow? Yes, I am, Bosky. Tomorrow, the Parramatta Eels will be streamed, legend. They might be the only stream tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you, legend. Parramatta, I've got uni, and then it's like, do I mentally have the strength to do the Parramatta, to not do another as well? Yeah, no, Krishan, we are doing the Parramatta Eels stream tomorrow because I can't make it to Darwin, as I've said in previous streams, legends. I can't make it to Darwin because it collides with my personal obligations, legends, that just aren't movable. Sometimes in life, when you enter that early adulthood, you got to make those tough decisions that are less fun, but are the right decisions for you in the future. And that is the direction I'm going, which means I have to miss this one game live, but we will be streaming it. Going well, a friend of mine passed away this week. Sorry to hear that, Jason, legend. Hopefully your team can get a win this game, well, next game actually, for them. Legend, I didn't know you were streaming the Para game tomorrow. You must have missed when I said it, legend. That's all good. That's all good. You must have missed when I said it, bro. But I did. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks over stream and vlogs, legends. If you watch to the end of the most recent matchday vlog, I bring it up. I will not be going to Darwin, legends. It's not doable as I have a class I am doing that unfortunately can't be rescheduled. You know, sometimes you got to put your future first when you're an older person, legends. Anyways, the St. George Illawarra Dragons leading out onto the field here. Clint Gutherson, 8 premiership assists this year. Unbelievable stuff. He is the leader there with second place Cameron Munster trailing by 1 here. And it could only get bigger, the number, potentially in time. Attila says, hey, legend, how are you today? I am legendary, mate, as I always say to you. It's a bit of a rinse and repeat there, ain't it? Pretty excited for the Broncos and the Roosters next up. I'm pretty excited too, Attila. Should be an entertaining game for us here on the channel here. We're actually going to update this to say first half because it's coming in just a second here. If you enjoy the stream, remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share around, legends. It's all very much appreciated. There's also a donation button there if you feel like it and can afford it. Anyways, here we go. First half is underway of the Dragons and the Gold Coast Titans. Over to the left, smashing into the line there. The Luciano Leilua, he's kept back. Here we go. Cook, short over. Good push forward there from the big prop there for the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Jack DeBellin then at lock, squeezing up here. Yo, TJC, yo, Eels Production Edits, welcome to the stream, mate. Who's winning this one, says Mel? I'm unsure, Mel. I'm unsure, but according to the poll so far, the Dragons should be winning at 53%. Who knows? Could be a 50-50 game, this one, though. Good long kick there, and Philip Sami with a good swing in the air to collect that one, legends. Short over to the left then, and Beau Fermor will push forward here. A minute gone by in this first half, legends, as Jaden Campbell will look to create something here. Philip Sami playing up through the middle. They're just trying to use their big guns and go forward, legends. Simple play so far, simple play. No overlap yet. Fourth tackle now for them. I want Titans to win, but I would prefer Dragons win due to ladder points. I'm a bit 50-50 about it, Mel. I'm not going to get too upset whoever wins this one, but I did tip the Dragons, so I would love it if they got the victory. I would love it if they got the victory from a perfect week, but if the Titans win, then I've got my preferred team winning. It's really a win-win or a lose-lose, depending on how you look at it, legend. I'm tipping the underdogs like last night. You are, so you're going to be going with the... wait, who is the underdogs in this one? Is it the Titans or is it the Dragons? Who did they tip as the underdogs? The Titans are the underdogs, yeah. All right. Not a bold tip there. Sloan, down the right side. He's taking off here, legends. And past the 40 he goes. Sewer passes short to the left here. Moses Sully will run through there. He never wanted to leave the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, his former club, but he's found a home at the Dragons ever since, legends. Damien Cook. What a Rabbitoh star he once was, legends. He started his career at the Dragons, actually, here. Long kick in the air. He played a whopping 2 games for them before moving on to the Bulldogs, where he played just 7 times, scoring a singular try. And then the rest is history. He goes to the Rabbitohs, where he plays over 200 games, and now returns, where he's now played 8 games altogether for the Dragons, if you include his original 2 for them. I mean, Dragons lost to Parra. Exactly. They lost to Parra, didn't they? They lost to Parra, didn't they, legend? Now Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell around now. Campbell pushes through the middle here. Goes short over to David Fafita now. David Fafita, onwards and upwards, legends. 4th tackle, 2 left in the set here, 1 left in the set now. 42 meters gained here. They're going to clear it in the air over to the right now. It's bouncing. It's a very awkward bounce for the Titans. And oh my goodness me, the Dragons have somehow managed to defend that. Shouldn't the team who is out at the 8 be the underdogs? I think so too, Mel. So it is weird that the Titans are listed as the upset in the thing. I don't get it either. I think it's because it's early days and they're looking at that less, Mel, for this. I don't think they'll start looking at that proper till like round 10, but I agree with you. It should probably be the other way around for upsets. Kind of surprises me. Flanagan to the left here. It's a good long pass, and Tua Pilotu is unable to handle it. Out of play it goes now, legends. The St. George Illawarra Dragons with it here. Makes 0 sense. It doesn't make sense, Mel, but we don't make the rules, sadly, for it. Panthers are in deep trouble. 1-5 could ride us off, but who knows? Attila, I want to put this in perspective. Panthers have won as many games as the Parramatta Eels, who have been absolutely scrutinized by everybody. Like, absolutely torn apart. The Panthers have won as many games, legends. Like, I'm just going to put that in perspective. At this point in time, the Panthers are not in a better position than the Eels. I'm back, little thing just happened. That's all good, Bulldog season. Respect. Australian rules, though. It's always the Australian rules, Mel. Always. We've always got the Australian rules controlling us. Gold Coast Titans. Over to 4th tackle now for them here. Verrills looks both ways. Verrills with levels. Goes to Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell looks for the pass now, and Jack DeBellin will cover him beautifully there. Jack DeBellin gets him down now. We go to the right here. It's a long pass from Barrows, and RCG loses it, but it was backwards. They say it's okay. Jalen de Groot is over for the Titans. You heard that right. Jalen de Groot is over. Give him a suit. That try was a beaut. The Titans painting a win all over it right now. The number one puts on the number one try tonight, looking to silence the hate he copped last week for arguably very silly reasons from trolls online. Jalen de Groot, what a star, what a young gun he is. He blasts off past Clint Gutherson and shows that experience isn't everything. What a play. Perhaps a pair of bed chums. We're both in the same boat. AFL, I know they always control NRL. Wait, legends. Wait a second. I don't know if they're going to give this one here. I don't know if they're going to give this one. Wait a second. RCG. I think it touched Clemmer. I think it may be arguably knock on to Clemmer. We're waiting on the decision from the bunker right now on it, legends. It's all up to him now. Gosh darn it, Regan Campbell-Gillard. Jalen de Groot will feel let down, though, that he didn't get given that one. Unlucky start for them here. And the Gold Coast Titans will go back to 0-0 instead of 4-0 here, legends. Tough luck for them there. We carry on with it. Rough stuff there all around. But I forgot to put the lid on the water is everywhere. Oh, I hate it when stuff like that happens, legend. If it comes off clever, it should be fine. No. RCG's holding it, and then RCG loses control, and Clemmer touches it from him losing control. But for Clemmer to touch it being in the front of the tackle, it would have to be a knock-on into David Clemmer, legend. Now Kyle Flanagan goes short here. Over to Cook now. Damien Cook looking to book a Cook here. He won't chuck a sook. Tackled. Gutherson now to David Clemmer. David Clemmer over by the 30 now. David Clemmer tackled. Damien Cook. Fifth tackle. Short kick in the air over to the right here. And Dragons hit it backwards now. It's bouncing it. Oh, that was a really unlucky bounce there. It ends up with the lock there. Randall tackled on the ground there, the former Newcastle Knight. And I remember when Chris Randall first signed for the Gold Coast Titans, there was a lot of questions around why they did that signing. George Alum says, how are you tonight? I am good, George. Thank you very much. I am good. Gold Coast Titans over through the middle now. Tackled. And it's actually going to be a penalty here for the Gold Coast Titans. The St. George Illawarra Dragons without the cool heads to keep it together. At least Clemmer left his balls alone. At least he did, mate. At least he did. Shout out to everyone in the chat so far. Claus Bulldog season, Attila, Mel, all you good things right now. Titans, one penalty. Dragons, none here. We go short to Moaki Fodawaker. What a barge forward that was. Moaki Fodawaker tackled on the ground now here. Going short to the left now. It's a good far run there, but it won't be enough for them. The Gold Coast Titans held around 15 out from the try line here, folks. Kelly over to Verrills. Verrills with levels. Gets it to RCG. Regan Campbell-Gillard, the Gold Coast Titan, the former Parramatta Eel. He played over 100 games for us before leaving here, and he goes to Fodawaker now. Fodawaker tackled on the ground here. Verrills gets it with levels to Oh! Here we go, Clarkey! Clarkey! What a defense from the Dragons. How they read that, I have no clue. And they've let go of what would have surely been a try, you would have thought, folks. Surely. Clint Gutherson playing the ball here. Gets it to Tyrell Sloan. Down the right side, they run here. 4 points clear, but the Broncos should get the job done tonight. They should. They should Bulldog season, absolutely. But you have to remember that rugby league is a funny game, man. It's a funny, funny game, and anything can happen in it. Anything. All right? The most shocking result is never impossible, legend. Never. Dragons now. Keep pushing here. 9 minutes gone by in this one, legends. We go through the middle here. Couchman sits on the couch on the ground, man. 6 again. Ruck infringement. He passes to Damien Cook. What an offload there. The Dragons could look to run down the gap. And Moses Sully tackled before he could get too far. On the Titans, it's Birdie here. For those watching at home, Dragons attacking to the left, Titans to the right. And when you think of 2, you mean they're attacking towards that side, legends. Short to DeBellin now. DeBellin to Flanagan. Long pass to Hose and Christian to a Pilotu. Will score in the corner for the Dragons. They'll lead here at Wynn Stadium. The gong flies high. Celebrations unreal as they achieve what many had tipped. Dragons lead 4-0 to open up this game here. What a try there from Christian Tuipulotu. The first of many tonight, possibly. A former Sydney Rooster and Manly Warringah Seagull. Tuipulotu was a signing that not everyone was a fan of, but I always loved the idea of it. What a winger he is, and what a try scorer. The gap opened up, and with the speed he has, you almost never had a doubt that he'd break through the line there and get on over, legends. And that's got to sting if you're a Gold Coast Titans fan after the previous try was disallowed here. Absolutely terrific from Tuipulotu. Unbelievable stuff. Here you come, Dragons. Here you come, the Dragons, says Attila. Here you come. Here you come. Yep, Dragons lost. He celebrated. He celebrated the try, so he's officially lost the game, legends. You heard it there first. It's true. It's true. It's just how it is, folks. The Dragons in tip. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now from the sideline here, Valentine Holmes to put 6 points on the board here for the home side. All the jokes. The former NFL, Cronulla Shark, and North Queensland Cowboy star. Nobody will forget his moment in the 2022 final series. Valentine Holmes slots it in with a beautiful curler there. What a curve, and it goes on in there. Holmes 6, Titans nothing. And what a start this is for the Dragons here. They were feeling let down by the Titans scoring, but then when that was disallowed, they took full-on advantage here. Until Pilotu with what is a roaring celebration to the crowd there. Somehow having a cracker of a season. He is. Mate, Tuipulotu is having a cracker of a year right now for his side, legend. There's no doubt about that. Honestly, a lot of the Dragons are having a cracker compared to previous years. I still don't think that they're unbelievable, but they've definitely improved. That's what we can say about them, legend. They've improved as a side. Just squeezing on forward now here. Not going to lie, legends, the next game interests me a lot too, because while the Broncos absolutely destroyed the Roosters the first time, I don't know. I feel like the Roosters are coming in as a different team to that one. I feel like it's going to be a bit more. After that silly loss to Para, they need that. Hey, don't take away credit where credit's due, legend. The Parramatta Eels earned that victory over them. That wasn't just on them. Para actually fought for that. It was a win to be proud of there. The Dragons gave us a good game. We move on to the next legend, but you're right. They do need to be winning this one after losing to us. AJ Brimson over to the right here. Tapping through the middle now is Jojo Fafita. Damien Cook covers him well with help from Smith there. They go down. Gold Coast Titans over to the right. Philip Sami. Sami grabbed by the legs and Philip Sami tackled on the ground there. Philip Sami goes, bam. Short to Regan Campbell-Gillard with the hard hits. RCG, really cool guy, goes down. We then go to the left again here. Short barrels, Campbell clearing it in the air. Long hit over there to the right now. And it curves into the hands of Clinton Gufferson now. Clinton Gufferson head first into it now. Gufferson put on his back there by Randall. And the referee is going to blow for a penalty that Clint Gufferson tries to play on. But the referee says, go back. You're going to have to play this from the spot, legends. Let's see where they'll be kicking off from in this set in just a moment here. Gufferson. However you feel about him leaving Para, what a leader he is for the teams he does play for there on the field, legends. On the field, unbelievable. On the field. Tuapolotu. Now Holmes, tapping short, over to the right now. Attacking to the left side here. The St. George Illawarra Dragons gain about 10 metres. On the halfway line here, we'll go to Daddy's boy, Carl Flanagan. Daddy's boy gets it to Clemmer. Daddy's boy, Clemmer down. Clemmer down. We have a Clemmer down, legends. A Clemmer down. Clemmer tackled. And then Cook to the Bellin. He's dispelling a potential huge play here. What a pass back and back here. And they get to the 10-metre line before being tackled there, folks. Cook then over to Flanagan. Carl Flanagan dummies. Flanagan looks to go alone here. The Gold Coast Titans defense rushes to stop him there and barely get him back here. Gold Coast Titans defense holding them away. Gufferson, it's a pass backwards here. Moses Sully. They go down here. They go down here. Down, 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 down. Then it's a kick through. Plenty of chase on and off the post. And Jalen DeGroot had to end up with it, legends. Jalen DeGroot on the ground now. Over to the left here. And Beau Fermor rushing forward here. It's weird seeing Beau Fermor line up at center again after playing quite a bit at the second row position. But he's no stranger to it. And he's a quality in both sides, isn't he? He's a quality either position you put him in. On the 30 now. Moki Fodawaker. Moki Fodawaker. Just squeezing over to the 40 here. Verrills. Looking over. What levels can he create? They are missing a few players, obviously, the Gold Coast Titans, including Kieran Foran and that. Fifth tackle now. 44 metres gained here. They're going to clear it in the air to the left side here. And on the 20, it's going to end up with Clint Gufferson here now. Clinton Gufferson torn apart by the legs there. Look at that. Chris Randall again with the huge tackle here. He has been a beast today in the tackling. And then we go to Tuapolotu, the only try scorer so far today here. Tuapolotu is put on his back there. And then it's Sloane's turn to get going here. Tyrell Sloane tackled there on the ground now, legends. Damien Cook looking onwards and upwards both ways. DeBellin to Ilias. Fit ice Ilias, actually. And, Moses Sully with the error there. Oh, goodness me. You cannot write this stuff, can you? And what looked to be a potentially brilliant play ends up being nothing much in it, legends. Since Burton did his MCL, maybe Critter will take responsibility for the goal kicking next week when he is back. Maybe Bulldog season. Maybe. I mean, but Burton did his best. Critter. Well, I mean, legend. Critter's not a bad kicker, so I wouldn't be against that. Attila says, teacher say, I've got to go getting ready for some headlines at the NRL media and watching Bronx vs. Roosters. Enjoy tonight, and I'll see you next stream. See you next stream, Attila. Full respect. Best of luck with that, legend. All right? Get ready to look at the headlines, mate. They're going to be unbelievable. Moki Fodawaker now. Down the left side here. Fodawaker captaining the team to the 30-metre line here. Now it's Jaden Campbell's turn to take reins. The gap opened up there too well for him not to try and take advantage. Now playing the ball here to the left side. It's a low kick there, and it's too deep for anyone to have gotten it. Gold Coast Titans just getting a little too excited for themselves there. AJ Brimson there. And they're actually going to say penalty for the grab before he could even get there, legends. So in the end, the Gold Coast Titans do win something, even though I think they were really desperate with that play there. You're either going for the penalty or you're desperate. I think that was desperateness. Blocking them off. It'll now be a full set for the Gold Coast Titans from right in front for obstructing the kick chase here. Regan Campbell-Gillard. RCG held in front of the line before he could get there. Held on the ground now here. Verrills looks both ways here. And we go to Clark. Campbell, Fafita. David Fafita offloads. And Brian Kelly scores for the Titans tonight, legends. Brian Kelly. And we are all square potentially in a second here at Wynn Stadium. The Titans getting one over in the Dragons' defense there. This could be a really tight game, legends. Been really impressed so far by them both. It's been a good one so far this game here. 22 minutes to go in this one at the moment. What an offload from David Fafita, legends. Give Fafita credit where it's due. Not bad from him at all. At all, legends. Not bad from him at all. Still would rather the Dragons win for my tip, but if the Titans win, I'll be very, very happy for them, legends. Very, very happy for them. Too happy, actually. Too happy, man. The Gold Coast Titans waiting on them to take the kick here, legends, at the moment. Feeling really under the weather right now. Oh my God, my neck. No offense. Like, usually I'm way more into it, but like I tell you, I'm feeling so under the weather right now. Like, not like too sick to stream under the weather, but under the weather, man. Definitely not feeling my greatest. Still a great piece of content coming out for you, nonetheless, here. And yes, it is at the Gong Bell. It is at the Gong here, so they do have the advantage, and it's at Wynn Stadium in the Gong. And this one is an exclusive to streaming game, legends. We won't have a free-to-air one until the Broncos and the Roosters. Clint Gufferson from the halfway line to kick us off again here. They did miss the kick, so the Gold Coast Titans remain at 6-4 at the moment here, legends. No scoreline to be updated at the moment here. And oh my goodness me, what a tackle on the 10-meter line on the Gold Coast Titans there. The Dragons coming in fast here. You got to go, are they onside, man? They're going really quick here to cover up the defense right now. Titans to the left there. It goes over to Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly squeezing on through here. Brian Kelly gets past the 10. Brian Kelly tackled. Then we got Brindog. Brindog goes over to Jojo Fafita here. Jojo Fafita tackled then. Fafita goes down there. Flipping up and down here on the 40 now. We go to the right here. Verrills gets it over to Jalen de Groot. Jalen de Groot looks for the pass here. Jalen de Groot tackled on the halfway line here then. Verrills to the right with levels. Campbell clears it in the air. It's a long, far, high kick here. It ends up on the 15 for Clinton Gufferson, legends. Clinton Gufferson then using his legs there. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Push forward. Up and down, push forward. To Sloan here, the number 2 legend. Sorry, it's absolutely freezing right now for me, guys. Goes to Moses Sully. Sully over to Kelly here.
Did you make garlic bread? Oh.
Leaving.
Apologies, legends. Huge interruptions. We carry on here. All right. Captain's challenge here from the St. George Illawarra Dragons, apparently here. People don't understand focusing on a camera, do they, when you're streaming? Was that a strip? Was that a strip, legends? Brian Kelly here. Huh. Far out, man. And no. All right, Captain's Challenge unsuccessful here. Clint Gufferson there, legends. It'll be the Gold Coast Titans' ball there. Des Hasler being like, goodness me, mate. Goodness me, this game, I tell ya. Georgia Love says TJC tomorrow. I think Eels will win against again in Darwin. As my result, Eels will get concussion time against the Raiders, and also my prediction Eels by 1 point at the same as last time. A 1 point victory again, Legend. I'll take it. It's another win, bro. I'll take it. Any way you can win, Legend. Any way you can win. AJ Brimson to Jaden Campbell here to Bo Fermor down the side here, down the right wing. Bo Fermor tackled on the ground now. Bo Fermor goes down here. Then to the left, guys, Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell looking for the pass here. Short, squeezing onto the 10 now before being turned around onto his side there by them. Gold Coast Titans, they're right in front. Just 2 tackles left in the set here. Are they going to go down the far edge here? It's an offload there from AJ Brimson that they're going to say he knocked on there. Unfortunate stuff. The Dragons get the ball back here. And Brimson, I've got to say this game has been looking like a tragedy when it comes to the fact that he just seems to get a little ahead of himself, looking for plays before they come, Legends. It was a good tackle on him, but he's just getting a little too excited there as one of the more experienced players in the team. And one of the more X-Factor players as well. He's one of their X-Factor players, Legends. That's another thing you've got to remember about AJ Brimson. He's not like Jalen DeGroot, who's literally just coming in because they've got, issues in that. On the ground goes to a Pelotu. Over to Holmes now. Valentine Holmes tackled on the ground here. Valentine Holmes held there. Goes short to Jack DeBellin now. Jack DeBellin tackled here. Luciano Leilua there. Over to Jaden Sewer. Jaden Sewer to Moses Sully here. Moses Asuli then. Sully around Sully. Gets onto halfway now for the Dragons. 2 left. Can the Gong feel a victory again? Or is the Parramatta game just one of many losses to come for them this year? They still remain at the bottom of the table. Not very last, but right down there. Kicks it in the air, over. And, beautiful collection there. Not bottom 4, though, I don't believe. But they should be. I'm pretty sure they had a lucky bye or something, did they not? Like, what shouldn't they be? St. George Illawarra Dragons defending again here with the Titans. Bo Fermor through the middle. Interesting mind games the Titans played, changing their lineup last second in a few huge ways. Fafita. He's refusing to get tackled, isn't he? He's refusing to get tackled here. David Fafita going to AJ Brimson here. AJ Brimson keeps going. What's not nice, Legend? What's not nice? What's not nice, mate? Saying that the Dragons lost to the Eels and could be losing more, or the fact that they're down the ladder? Because both are just facts and aren't not nice, Legend. Para's down the ladder. Talk about that too, mate. It's not necessarily not nice. Over to Valentine Holmes then. Valentine Holmes squeezing around here. Going to Cook. Short over to Couchman. Couchman tries to find the offload here. And he'll get it past the 40 now before going down there, Legends. Gufferson to DeBellin. Jack DeBellin, he is a unit when it comes to breaking through that line, isn't he? I think Clint Gufferson's job is to run through and get tackled there. He's WWE slammed there by Brian Kelly there then. And Kyle Flanagan. And Kyle Flanagan down the right side here. Kyle Flanagan, Legends. They will make the 8. Okay, they'll make the 8, Legend. They'll make the 8. There's a fact of where they are right now, Legend. We're not talking about Wills. We're talking about ours right now. Best of luck to them if they do. But at the moment, we commentate how they are right now. And right now, they are in the wonderful position of 13th on the ladder, Legends. We'll say best of luck to your team. I wish nothing ill by them, but reality is they're 13th right now. Parramatta are in 17th right now. Would love to make the 8 this year, but, it's something where you're just going to have to wait and see. David Fafita on the 40. We go to the right here. Chris Randall, Jaden Campbell, Kless Haas there. Kless Haas with a good push on there here, and Kless Haas will be tackled around 30 metres out here. No, 20 metres out now here. Beautiful. 2 left in the set here. It's actually going to be a 6 again. Shut my gob and throw it away, folks. Mikey Fortawaker gains 10 here, and Mikey Fortawaker will go down. On the 10 now, we go over to the left, Randall, to Jalen DeGrew. Regan Campbell-Gillard! Oh, he couldn't do it. Here we go. They couldn't do it. Short to Fortawaker, and Fortawaker knocks it on into the Dragons there. They chase it, but it won't be given. Goodness me, legends. Goodness me here. At least we're both ahead of Penrith. We will be if Para win, legend. Not actually at the moment. Para will be ahead of the Panthers if we beat the Raiders. But yeah, at least there's that, right? At least you're ahead of the Panthers, legend. I will say that. They are looking better than the Penrith Panthers right now. There's your compliment to the Dragons. You're looking better than the Penrith Panthers right now. Now Sloan, from the feet in the scrum, runs over to the right side here, but he's covered well by Jermaine Jolliffe there. Or, as some people would say, Jermaine Jolliffe. Jolliffe. Christian Tuipulotu then. Barely gains any metres before being put down there. 14 minutes gone left in this half here, legends. We'll actually probably take a short break during halftime. Not whole of halftime, but maybe a short minute or two break just for me to get myself back together for the second half, legends. I think I need a minute to just give a breather to myself to get to my best, legends. The clashes of the 70s were great. I'm a bit young to remember the clashes of the 70s, but I'm sure they were, mate. I'm sure they were. Luciano Leilua then. Tackled by 3 Gold Coast Titans there. They just can't get him down. The former Cowboy there. And former Tiger. And then Damien Cook sets off at high speeds there. Damien Cook on the ground now. Valentine Holmes looks both ways here before going over to the right now. Ends up with Flanagan. Flanagan with the short pass over to Couchman. Couchman through the middle here. Couchman, he's covered there. Couchman goes to the ground now. Cook with the look. Books it through the middle again here to the other couch there, and he'll go down. St. George Illawarra Dragons down the left side here, and they cover them well there. Kyle Flanagan unable to pass quick enough there to keep them away from scoring. Gufferson gets it over to Cook. Cook, it's a hit there. It's a kick low from the Dragons there. And the Gold Coast Titans are going to try and play on here. The referee is going to call it back and say that it is a knock on. You can't run with it, legends. We'll just play the ball. Watching it again here is the moment was when Beau Fermor tackled Kyle Flanagan there. That was the moment there in the game for them to take advantage in this one. The moment is now gone. That over to Jojo there. They keep pushing forward here. Regan Campbell-Gillard is officially off the field for Jermaine Jolliffe, legends, and Luciano Leilua comes on in place of Jack DeBellin. DeBellin was having an amazing game, legends. Over the left side here, AJ Brimson taking off at high speeds here. AJ Brimson through the right here. He keeps going, 25 out now. Not far off here. 4th tackle. Going over to Clark. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell spins them around now. Campbell through the line here. Jaden Campbell. Campbell kept back now. And we go over to Brimson. Brimson kicks low for Jalen DeGroot here. And Luciano Leilua will go down for a goal line dropout here against themselves. The Gold Coast Titans putting plenty of pressure on to be a difference maker in this game, legends. It's just a bit much for them to be able to handle there. Luciano just pointing it out to everyone. Gufferson. They go for the short kickoff here, and it ends up with the Titans there. I do not see what the idea was there. And over to the 10, the Titans will run before going down here. I do not get what the idea was there at all. We're only 10 minutes from Parry. Great stuff, legend. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Gold Coast Titans on the second. Since their history in 2008, there's been plenty of Gold Coast ventures before that never worked out. The Titans, the most successful of the lot. And probably going to be the last of the lots. Fodawaker into the line there. Barely kept away from it here. And then Beryl's job is to go over to Clark, who gets it to Campbell. Campbell over to De Groot here. De Groot for the line. De Groot does not pass it. De Groot goes alone. De Groot is tackled there before he could break through. Both Fairmore then to Jaden Campbell. They kick low here for the Gold Coast Titans, and the Dragons will take it out of play again here. Exactly 10 minutes to go in this first half here, legends. And it'll be another dropout coming up for them here. Woo! Mad stuff. 30 votes on the poll so far. 60% of you have gone with the Dragons to win this one. I think it's a really tight game that, like, that much of a domination on the poll doesn't even seem fair at the moment. It seems like the Gold Coast Titans just might have one here. Hit back by the Titans, and oh, is that a knock-on from them? It's off Titans, and Dragons ended up with it somehow here. Dragons through the middle. They keep on pushing here. This is interesting. This is a very reactionary play from them. Past the 30, 35 out now. We go to Tuapolotu. Tuapolotu will then get past the 40 here. Speed is their game here. You can't beat him. And feeling his neck there. That was definitely a bit of a milk there. And the St. George Illawarra Dragons will win themselves a penalty, it looks like. Lachlan Ilias, the man to take it from around the 40. Here they come. Pressure on the neck. Yeah, I feel like pressure on the neck can be so soft nowadays though. Like, honestly. Like, the amount of plays where you go, there's no way your neck was actually hurt. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like touching the neck. It can be pressure on the neck sometimes in today's game. If it cools down, Dragons will win. Oh, yeah. If it cools down, Dragons will win, Legend. But you need it to cool down, bro. You need it to cool down. Brock Gray is also on report for that one, folks. Gold Coast Titans. Card Flanagan gets to Blake Laurie. And Laurie flies through to the 20 here before being tackled. Cook to Flanagan. Flanagan dummies here. Flanagan isn't going to do it, mate. Flanagan isn't going to do it. Flanagan's down. Flanagan's down, but he's 5 out. Cook short over to the right here. Let this man cook. Let Damien cook. Cook, legends. Let Cook cook. Flanagan to Leilua. Valentino. And the Dragons will extend their lead in this one here. They continue to be on top of it all. 10-4 now with a kick to come here. And they're keeping themselves in a solid lead heading into the halftime hooter here at 10-4. Bloop, bloop. Who looks faster right now? The St. George Illawarra Dragons, legend, threw off the Titans. No credit where credit's due. I feel like both Thermore's being made to do way too much in that Gold Coast Titans defense at the moment. Taking a look at them, it's just been, can they get past Fermor? Because he's been the tackler almost every time down that wing when they've attacked. I feel like the rest of the team is really closed out down that end there. It's like Philip Sami is being really caught out on the wing here. Like, what's he doing? What's Philip Sami doing where he is, legends, right? What's he doing? I don't really get it. I don't really get it, legend, looking at it. It just doesn't add up to me why he's so up front there in the line when he could be down that wing spot watching Valentine Holmes. Disappointing there in the defense from the Gold Coast Titans on the wing here. And now Valentine Holmes from the sideline. This 2 points could make all the difference. Remember, legends, never underestimate the 2-pointers. Never underestimate the 2-pointers. They can be the difference between a win and a bottom-of-the-ladder performance. Kicks it, and it will curl just barely in there. It wasn't an easy one, that. And it becomes 12-4 now. The Gold Coast Titans are going to have to look for a response soon, even if it has to be in the second half. And it's the same wing that is being exposed each time. And that's what I'm talking about. Bo Fermor, once they beat him, they've been over twice, legends. You just got to wait and see, can they switch on in that side's defence there? That's all they really need in my eyes to get back into this game, legends. Also, maybe get a little less too excited in the final 10. They seem to be doing that a bit too. Over past the 10 now. The Titans get the Dragons down here. Cook to the left here. Goes over to our boy Moses Sully here. Moses Sully held. Blake Laurie saying something to his team now. Luciano Leilua just using his big body here. Leilua tackled. We go over to Gupperson there and he keeps running here, legend. He keeps running. He's tackled on the ground there. We go to the right. Gufferson over to Ilias. Gets it to Jaden Sewer here, another former South Sydney Rabbitoh. We got a couple in this team, Cook, Sewer, and Lachlan Ilias. I wonder if they all, maybe not Sewer, but I'm pretty sure, Cook and Ilias frequently last year lined up in the same team for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Blake Laurie and Sloan cover the Titans well in the chase on the attack there, and down they go. Titans just through the middle here on the 10. Tackle. Now Brindog's job to go to Philip Sami here. And Philip Sami be tackled on the ground here. Philip Sami goes on down now here to the right then. It's Bo Fermore's job to keep pushing. Bo Fermore tackled on the ground here. We go to the left now. And oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me there. Are you kidding? The Gold Coast Titans will win themselves a penalty. The Dragons giving up their momentum a little bit there. Gold Coast Titans, here we come, folks. Here we come. Here we go, Titans. Straight to the top. Nobody's going to stop them. Titans. Titans. I'm not exactly a Titan supporter, but credit where it's due, legends. Looking forward to the Roosters and the Broncos next game as well, folks. 4.5 minutes left in this before we're wrapped up. Blake Laurie. Over through the middle here. Cook goes over to the left now. Ilias's job is to go short here, and he'll get it over to his supporting bench player there, folks. Over to his supporting bench player. He's tackled on the ground here. Damien Cook now to the right. Ilias gets it over to Flanagan. Here we go. Sully. And down the side there, it is Tyrell Sloan going alone. The Dragons have scored again here before halftime. Can you believe it? And it looks like they're just looking to cement that victory coming up, unless the second half changes things. Remember, they did blow a 20-8 scoreline, so nothing is impossible here. But terrific stuff. What a try from Tyrell Sloan there. Going alone, and he doesn't mess up that one, unlike his try against the Parramatta Eels there. See how kind the rugby league gods can be when they're cruel, legends. 16-4. Give Lomax back. No, he's ours. He's ours, legend. Back off. You can stay away from Lomax. Holmes. Fun is it in here, and it goes in. There we go. Beautiful stuff here. You wouldn't want him right now, legend. He's injured. He's injured right now. You wouldn't want him at the moment, bro. At the moment, he gives you nothing. Pop it off here, folks. Pop it off. And what a kick that was from Holmes. The hook around, legends. He never hits them directly, does he? They always curl about. Shout out to Toby Couchman. He's had an amazing game in that prop role coming in between bench and start, legends. St. George Illawarra Dragons end up winning again here. Just 2.5 minutes to go in this half. You got to think surely it ends 18-4, right? Surely we don't see any more from this side. Not in this half, at least, right? Come on. Just no, right? Just no. No. That's our answer to it. Just no. No thank you, folks. No thank you indeed. Now down over the left. Valentine Holmes keeps running. Offloads to Clint Gupperson. Gupperson to Flanagan. Commentators' curse is real. Commentators' curse is real. Kyle Flanagan scores a try. It's 22-4 here. That'll be it into halftime now. Officially, legends. 22-4 with a kick to come. The daddy's boy! He was given that special formula there. Plankton would be proud learning that secret formula. Luke Shenalei to Holmes. Holmes breaks through the line, and then Guffo just has to put up the pass to Kyle Flanagan. Flano will follow the plano and score down the middle, legends. Spoke too soon, legends. Spoke too soon in this one, indeed. 1 minute left in this as they take the kick, legends. The Dragons with a huge bounce back after last week. And what was that? What was that, Titans? What was that, some of you Titans fans? Respect. I love a lot of the Titans fans. But what was that? What was that about Paris the only team we can write off this year? Huh? Can't really hear it. Whoop. Kind of muted. Funny, legends, right? All right, here we go. 24-4, legends. There you go. It's a 20-point lead to the Dragons at halftime here. And I find it hard to see the comeback. I find it really hard to see the comeback in that second half. It's not impossible, but it's hard to see. Hard to feel, you know. Hard to breathe in, legends. Ugh, it's just tough, man. Tough to keep it together for it. Ha, 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 Titans, says Bosky. Hey, let's be respectful where it's due, legend. I love the Titans. I love the Titans as some of their top fans, but you're right. And now the St. George Illawarra Dragons over to the right here. DeBellin running through the middle here. DeBellin tackled on the ground here. Third. And 1 second left. Play the ball too slow. And that'll be halftime. Here at Wynn Stadium, the Dragons reign supreme on top of the Gold Coast Titans, 24-4 now, legends. If you've enjoyed the stream so far, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. We're going to chase us to say halftime because it is time for the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Woohoo. How you all doing this wonderful day, legends, as we get ready to just enjoy that halftime point where we chill, we can chat, and we can just have a fun time all about here. Your boy TJC never realized how under the weather he felt till starting this stream. Crazy stuff all around. But honestly, been a pretty fun game to watch nonetheless, legends. Nonetheless, it's been pretty fun all around. I've still enjoyed it for the most part. Can't say it's been that bad. Not too shabby, legends? Not too shabby indeed. Overall, loving it. I'm loving it, legends. 31 votes on the poll here as we enter halftime so far. 61% of you sticking with the Dragons. I think it's going to turn out to be the case, honestly. Not going to lie. It's a game of two halves. You have to remember that, legends. It's firmly one of those games where what we love about rugby league is the fact that anything can happen between two halves. Nothing is guaranteed, but you can't possibly say that it's great. We got Andrew. We got our boy Andrew. Boo! I am here for just a second. Just want to let you know, Dragons fans, don't get too confident. Mate, too true, Andrew. Too true. That's what I'm saying. As much as I think that this game's pretty much the Dragons', you can't get too confident. They've lost a pretty similar lead against the Parramatta Eels, so nothing is undoable in this one here. It is still very, possible that the St. George Illawarra Dragons lose this one if the Gold Coast Titans can pull off a para in the second half here. The Dragons, their job in the second half is to show that they're not a team that plays for 40 minutes and gives in, because that's what they somewhat presented to the league as a potential thing when they played against the Parramatta Eels. I understand CommBank can be a strange stadium to go to, but their fans were so loud, man, that it shouldn't have really mattered, Legends, in the end. It would have felt like a home game to them. True, but Saints are Saints. Exactly. Saints are Saints. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, you won't want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, they're gonna lose that lead. Rest in peace. Well, about Andrew, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you, Muppet, when it comes to the SG Ball and all that. We'll be heading to that. Don't worry, bro. I'll get back to you on that. Should be a pretty fun one, honestly, man. I'm looking forward to that. So there's probably going to be no streams on Sunday, Legends, but that's also because I'm just showing support for my boys. Let's go. So far, it's a perfect week for me, apparently, because, yes, Legends, I know that yesterday I said I tipped the Panthers, Legends. I know I said that I tipped the Panthers, but I accidentally, apparently, on my tipping thing, had tipped the Dolphins. So, as far as my tipping thing is concerned, forget what I said verbally. As far as my tipping thing is concerned, I've got 2 out of 2 so far, if it remains as is. And I could have 3 out of 3 if the Broncos beat the Roosters. Though I also don't want the Broncos to beat the Roosters because I want Panthers last. Jesus, why? Why do you make this so hard on me? Why? 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 It's got to be so rough, man. Andrew says you are a Muppet. Mate, I'm a double Muppet, bro. I'm a double Muppet, bro. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you, mate. It should be pretty simple though. It's like a train to Strathfield and then something else, and we'll get it done, bro. I will hotspot TJC Sports so we can stream the Sunday games. Hey, mate, who knows? It's pretty early. If you look at when the games are, if I actually look at it here, I won't have time for it unless. I'll show the girls support, I guess too, right? Because I love the club overall. But if I were to leave after the Lisa Fiola one at 2:30 during that one, if I were to leave at the middle point, then I would probably be able to get back for the 4:00 game. But I also just want. I think while I'm there, I might as well show support for all the teams playing, right, Legends? Plus, we can prove our boy Andrew wrong. We can prove our boy Andrew wrong, all right? What was that, boy? What was that you said about the whole he won't do NRL, he won't do anything NRLW. He won't do anything NRLW. I'm a Muppet. I'm Andrew. Got to prove a point. We got to prove a point, Legends, unfortunately. Has to be done. Has to be done now, folks. Yeah, I agree. Support the grassroots. Exactly. So I'll just stick around. I think I'll do all of them and just not stream because I just, if I had to pick which one I'd feel better about as the kind of fan I am, it's probably being there on the Sunday. So that means Saturday, tomorrow will probably be our last streaming day of the week, Legends. We'll probably do the Para game. That's no question. All right, Legends. My head could be chopped off and I would be talking about the Para game live, Legends. Even if it traumatized you, I do not care. You can watch a headless TJC tomorrow. And we'll try to do the second game tomorrow. Though I'm not going to force myself into it if I can't because of what I've got to do with uni and that. 5:30 p.m. Rabbitohs and the Cowboys. I think I'll probably just do the Eels one purely because I'm just going to be saying what Para turned on that day. But we'll see. There's a chance Rabbitohs Cowboys happens, Legends. So keep an eye out. They'll be set up around the same time with whatever happens with that. The 3:00 game Sharks Manly won't be doable, Legends. Sorry, it won't be doable this week. But yeah, there you go. All around, that's it. The Undertaker would say, rest in peace, Power. Hey, not after a victory, legend. That was a special victory. Special victory. I felt so good after that win, man. The Para fans, we were so excited. We haven't won in so long, man. We haven't won in so long, legends. It just feels so special to finally have it under the books that we got a victory, you know, because one thing you get, and it's really terrible and it sucks when you're supporting a team like Power and they're not going well, is you get so much crap from people. So to finally get that win where they go silent for at least a week was nice and pretty chill as well. So after this game, legends, if I'm looking at my tips here, after this game, who did I tip? I did tip the Brizzy Broncos. And I was mentioned in a comment. I was mentioned in a giveaway. Of course I was mentioned in a giveaway. When do people mention me and it's not a giveaway, legends, right? When do people mention me and it's not a giveaway? It's only giveaways where people want to mention me. They never want to mention me in anything else, legends. Never want to mention me in anything else. Like anything else, it's like, boo, TJC, we don't want to listen to you. You suck, TJC. But that, yeah, that's good. Whew. My voice. Be back in a second, legends. Be back in a second. No, you rock, Claus Boulder. You rock. No, you rock. No, you rock, buddy. You rock, my guy. But Andrew doesn't rock. We don't say Andrew rocks. He just doesn't rock, man. He doesn't rock. He's just stuck with me, man. He doesn't rock at all. He could never understand our rocking ways, bro. Never. No matter how hard he tried, man. It's just not how he rolls. It's just not him, man. Sucks, but that is how it is with him. That is how it is with him, legends, at the moment here. Appreciate it. Oh, mate, I appreciate you, legend. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. Just had to sort out a few things off the camera, legends, about the setup and all that. Looking to get a headset coming in soon. Who is Andrew? The guy that's with me in every single vlog. This guy, legend. This guy, my bro, my brother, mate, my essential brother, my illegitimate man. Love him. Love him. But he's the biggest Muppet you've ever met. Biggest Muppet you ever met, bro. Trust me. You don't get more Muppeting than him. He is a Muppet of Muppets. You ever heard of Rocket Man, the song? He's a Muppet Man, flying high in heaven. And I think he's going to be a Muppet for a long, long time. Think he's going to be a Muppet for a long, long time. He's a Muppet. Oh, yeah, he's a Muppet. He's the Muppetiest Muppet we could ever know. Muppet baby. Georgia Sports World says hi. Hi, Georgia. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're feeling nice and strong, legend, ready for a big victory tomorrow for the mighty Parramatta Eels. The mighty Parramatta Eels coming off a victory. Oh, yeah. And we remain, you heard it here first, we remain undefeated. We remain undefeated, legends, all right, on games that are Saturday, I'm pretty sure, right? Or did we lose? Was the Bulldogs game Saturday? This is going to completely ruin my thing. Oh, no. No, it wasn't. Manly was Sunday. They were all Sunday games. Legends, we are undefeated on Saturday games. We are undefeated on Saturday games. Parramatta is winning. It's confirmed, legends. We have never lost on a Saturday during the regular season. All right? We are not losing. We are not losing. Parramatta to win because they cannot lose on games that aren't Sunday. They have not lost yet on a Sunday, legends. It is official. And you can't convince me otherwise. We are the greatest team in the comp. It's happening, man. It's happening. We're going to be champions. King Julian jumps into the chat here with a big bunch of text there that I'll be reading. Can't believe what's happening at the moment to the Panthers. How the heck have they lost 5 straight now? I can't remember the last time they lost 5 in a row. It's crazy, and I think it's the dynasty is well and truly over. I think most of us do think it's well and truly over, legend. It's crazy. It's actually crazy that they've gone on to lose so many in a row. I personally think that is just... It's almost like something you couldn't comprehend heading into this year, right? The idea that Panthers would lose 5 in a row and that they would be looking so average and poor in lots of those games, legend. It's not the Panthers we're used to. Scarily enough, Battle of the West might actually be a good game, King Julian. I get 1997. Well, yeah, Claus, but like last time since the dynasty would have been during the 2000s when they lost 4 at least. A bit crazy. Anyways, we kick off here again for the second half, legends, between the St. George Illawarra Dragons and the Gold Coast Titans. So we're going to wrap up the halftime show here and bring on the second half here of this wonderful game of rugby league that we love ever so much, legends. On second tackle, David Fafita smashes through the line here. Fafita held on the ground by the Dragons here. Gold Coast Titans will have to put up one of the best halves they have in the last couple of years to be able to come back in this one here. Jolliffe pushed backwards there by the Dragons here. Cook, they go over to the right here. Good pass there. Gets it short over to his man there. Weaver goes down to the ground here. Unable to break past it now here. 33 meters gained here, and they're going to end their first set of the half here. Free Guffo here. Clint Gufferson locked up in that Dragon shirt, collects it and runs about 10 meters now. He waddles like a penguin down to the ground. A bold bearded penguin, legends. Clint Gufferson there, the king. And then Tuipulotu now. Christian Tuipulotu past the 40, getting to the halfway here. Tuipulotu, the first try scorer of the night. He began what was a dominant lead there for the St. George Illawarra Dragons in this one, legends. Keep on pushing forward here as the Gold Coast Titans put him back here. Remember, legends, the next game is free to air, so be sure to check that out. Jaden Sewer around there, just squeezing up forward here to the ground now. Moses Sully here, 35 out now. Sully goes to the left here. Cook backwards to Blake Laurie here, and they'll win a 6 again here. The St. George Illawarra Dragons there. Down he goes. Can they keep it up here? Dragons to the left. Keep running at it here. Could it be a try? Coming up in the next couple tackles here. Only 3 to go as Ilias. Or 4 to go, actually. Guffo Guffo, yeah, free to go now here. Clint Gufferson on the ground tackled there. The tackle counter can be weird sometimes. And then we've got Sully. Moses Sully pushed forward there, right behind the try line. Just 2 left here. Catchman gets it over to Flanagan. Long pass, and Tuapolotu has a double. It's 28-4, Legends. 28-4. He does show me the money. He's celebrating. Oh, my goodness. Shane Flanagan will be unimpressed with that. 28-4. The money has been shown with that try there. The St. George Illawarra Dragons keep on pushing with it here. The Saints, hey, put it this way, Legend. St. George Illawarra Dragons beat the Storm, who beat Manly, you know what I mean? So hear me out, okay? Hear me out, all right? I'm thinking about this, okay? So Dragons, so the Storm beat Manly, who lost to Dragons. It's crazy, man. Point is, Parramatta is better than all of them, man, all right? Point is, Parramatta is better than all of them, bro. It's just the truth, bro, all right? It's just the truth. It's just how it is, man. We are the best around. Parramatta's never going to be brought down. We're the best around. Nothing's ever going to stop us now. Now Valentine Holmes from the sideline here to make it not just a 4-point try, but a 6-point try. The number 4 to times himself by 2 and take away 2. Valentine Holmes, the mathematician and magician. No, he misses it. What a low blow there. It remains 28-4 here. It remains 28-4 here. Oof. Oh, but you have one red/white. True that. The Dragons, show me the money. It's going to be one of those games, Legends. It's going to be one of those games. And I think you know what I mean by those games, a lot of you. St. George Illawarra Dragons to Blake Laurie here. Forceful run there into the line. Gets him down there. Titans get back on side here as they go to Cook. Cook gets it short here, and the young forward will get on here. Tackled by Kless there. What a player Kless is. He's not Payne, but he's got his own talent to him. On the 40 now. Before going to the right, Tuapolotu. Mate, Christian Tuapolotu could get a hat-trick at this rate. He could get a hat-trick at this rate, man. He's been crazy for the Dragons. Or has he already got a hat-trick, actually? I think he might already have a hat-trick to Tuapolotu. I think he scored twice in the first. Point is that it's been a really solid game here for them all about Legends here. High kick in the air here. The Dragons keep pushing, and the Titans manage to just about keep themselves in it here. No, it's only a double, but it could be free soon. Yeah, we get slaughtered next week. Next week, you get slaughtered, apparently. Who do you play next week? I'm looking through. Who do you play? I've skipped them. I must have skipped them. Manly. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one for you. I'm not going to rule Dragons out of a win in that, but that's going to be a really tough one. To the right here, Philip Sami. Squeezes forward here, past the 30 now before going down to the ground there. And then Barrels goes to the left. Jalen de Groot around there to Jalen de Groot. Tackled here. De Groot goes down. Over to Campbell now. Jaden Campbell clears it in the air here. Jaden Campbell and Christian Tuapolotu covers it well because it's Christian Tuapolotu. He never doesn't follow it well, does he? Never. Never, Legends. Never say die, never say never. He never fails. Now the Gold Coast Titans back on it here. Over to the right here through the middle. They keep pushing. And then it's Tyrell Sloan's job to keep going forward here. Tyrell Sloan will then go to the ground alone there. Clint Gufferson here, inspirational leader here. The Titans get him down on the ground there, just about here. Kicking to the right now, it's Lockie Ilias. Ilias will get it pretty far here. He was on thin ice before this game, but I think he's had a solid one to show why he belongs in that 7 shirt at the moment as it stands, legends. Just flipped on their ground there. Dragons, they had to respond after a disappointing result last week where they conceded a huge comeback against the Parramatta Eels. However, they've just about managed that. Also, coming onto the field for the Gold Coast Titans, it is NRL debut. It is Alan Fitzgibbon. Can he get himself a try tonight, potentially? All he's going to want is a comeback in the end, isn't he? Ran Kelly to the right, Gold Coast Titans. These blokes lost to us, by the way. Exactly, Omar. Exactly, Omar. They lost to us, by the way. So, that's about the teams being better than Para? Because it looks like a couple fan bases are talking a little bit too ahead of themselves, aren't they? I'm convinced. I'm convinced. All right, show me the money. Show me the money. It's official. The Parramatta Eels are better than the Gold Coast Titans. It's official. It's official this year. Don't question it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's the truth. Yes, we're better. We're just better, man. We're just better. We're a better team now. Oh, Fafia gives away a penalty to the Dragons. He gives a penalty away. Are you kidding me? And it's going to be the Dragons a penalty. A legal steal from David Fafita there. Just getting a little bit too excited in that one there. Kicker gets to the right here. Cook. Over to Ilias. Gets it to Flanagan. Gufferson now to Holmes. Valentine Holmes. I'm honestly curious how many they can score at this point, legends. As a neutral, I'm actually curious at this point. Flanagan goes backwards. Over to Couchman without Moses also. Exactly, Omar. A handicapped Parramatta Eels team managed to do one over them. All right? We did it with an arm tied around our back. The Titans can't say that. And the referee's actually going to go up here, legends, it looks like. Looks like the ref is going to go up here and look at this, but he was definitely held up. And there we go, yeah. Okay, it remains Dragons ball. 2 tackles left in the set here. Moses Sully running around the ball, looking to break through the line here. Moses Sully tackled. Ilias kicks low here. Ends up in the hands of Flanagan. Flanagan barely manages to stay able to get it. It goes backwards still. That's actually a full set again for them, apparently. So Jaden Sewer should just take the tackle and go down here. Broncos lost 13 straight games for round 10 in 2020. The 4th longest losing streak of all time. Of course, Mel doesn't say anything for ages. Then she jumps in with the funny, with like the fact of the ages here to throw us all off here, right? Just to rub it in to everybody that, by the way, the Broncos fell off after doing okay to start the year in 2020. Therefore, it's not impossible, legends. Therefore, it's not impossible, legends. And therefore, it's still doable, legends. I know you've done that too, Mel. Don't think I'm silly. You know what the next game is. You're just trying to get it into us, aren't you? That mentality right now of the negative Broncos facts to write down for the next stream. You just wait. One of these days, Mel's gonna set a Broncos fan off in the chat. Can't win without Lomax. Hey, we can without Moses. Bailey Simonson's a good player. Let's see it. Right, Titans over to the left here. Goes to Randall. Randall squeezes on forward here. Chris Randall tackled down there. 2 more left in the set now here. Goes short over to AJ Brimson here. Brimson, you beat us in 2021. You had Lomax. They had Lomax and they couldn't do it with him. We have Lomax and we can do it with him. Good long kick in the air there, and it ends up in the hands of Clint Gufferson there. One particular individual, Mel. One particular individual that just sets you off, and I love it. I love it. Never stop being you, Mel. Never stop being you. You're hilarious. Hilarious. All right. St. George Illawarra Dragons on to third tackle, past the 30 here. We go over to Ilias now. Lachlan Ilias now, forward here. We're both building and learning teams, Claus. Parramatta Eels aren't. This is not our proper team at the moment, Legend. And even if it was, we're building for the future at the moment. Our team that Riles sees as the team that's going to be his defining era squad is still 2 years away, at least, in my opinion. The squad that he sees as his defining era. To a Pelotu. To Holmes on fifth tackle. Kicks it. It curves. Was that a knock on from Jalen de Groot there? It was very tight. And the referee says, knock on from Jalen de Groot there. It'll be the St. George Illawarra Dragons' ball first. Learn not to not choke first. Omar just ripping into the Dragons here. Ripping into the Dragons here at the moment here. Play nice, lads. Play nice. Play nice, remember? I don't want to be that guy, but at this point, I will be extremely shocked if this doesn't hit 30 to the Dragons at some point in this game. I'll be extremely shocked at this point in time here. Little, over to Tyrell Sloan here. Sloan runs around there, Legends. And Tyrell Sloan, Legends. Tyrell Sloan tackled right in front here now. And short to the right now, we keep on going forward. Again, pushed out here, push back, push him back, push him back, push him way, way back. Flanagan. Over to the right here, Stewart, little Stewart for the line here. Little Stewart, little high, little low. It's a little low there as he's unable to get the try. It'll go to the Gold Coast Titans here. They did not break through the line there. He knocked the ball on as well. Rough time, rough moment for him. Rough moment. Oof. 26 minutes left in this one, Legends. As we carry on here. Will you stop? I clicked the turn off button. You infernal machine. Get back in your space. All right, feeding the scrum here from the Gold Coast Titans now. To the right, Alan Fitzgibbon. His first tackle, there we go, held. On to the next here. It's short to Philip Sarby now. Philip Sarby pushes forward now. It's round 6. And he's tackled there. Over to the right then, Bo Fermore's job is to go. And Bo Fermore held. We just keep on pushing here as AJ Brimson. Far left side here, Jalen de Groot knocked the ball on before. He doesn't knock the ball on there. It goes down. Brian Kelly, the former Sea Eagle there. Sea Eagles who play later in this round, I think, against the Sharks. I think it's the first game tomorrow, actually. Clint Gupperson collects the ball here. Gupperson into it now, and Clinton Gufferson tackled on the ground there by the Titans there. Yeah, just separate yourselves. Don't need to keep. You're both clearly not going to agree. And Dragons knock it on here after just getting the ball back. AJ Brimson now with it. Brimson runs forward. And over to the right here, Verrills. He ends up with Footawaka here. Footawaka now. Tackled. Footawaka tackled. Well, come on, Titans. Come on, the Titans as well. Can the grand comeback come? Can it come? Mel wants it. Come on, Queensland. Jolliffe. For a while to the line there, unable to break through here. And then it's the job of Verrills to get it over to Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell looking to squeeze around here. Jaden Campbell unable to get through, Legends. Ends up with Brimson. Brimson with the low kick here for Kelly. And oh my God, he gets it anyways, Brian, I think. I thought he got that anyways. Despite Sloane's push on him, the referee's going to blow try there. Daryl Sloan is in denial of that. He's like, no. The referee says, yes. And the Gold Coast Titans will be handed a lifeline here, potentially, in this one. Huge moment for them in this game here. 28-8 now, with a kick to come here. Brian Kelly landing on the try. It was his body that landed on it. Well, there you go. Look at that, legends. It's hit by Sloan backwards. Oh, that's a knock on. That's a knock on from Kelly. That's a knock on from Brian Kelly. That's got to be disallowed, surely. That's got to be disallowed. Yeah. It was 28-12 and you didn't make finals that year. Didn't make finals that year. The Dragons took it against a team that did better than them that year. That's like me going, look at you. You had your business went lower in stocks. And then them going, at least I have a business. You know, like, while I'm saying this, all I have is a laptop. Like, come on, bro. You got to be able to look in the mirror sometimes. Deary me. Alrighty, legends. St. George Illawarra Dragons. Luciano Leilua tackled. Little over to the left here. Tuapolotu shoves forward here on the 40 now. Tuapolotu passed the ball here. Christian Tuapolotu tackled on the ground actually. Valentine Holmes to the middle here. Holmes takes off forward, legends. And Valentine Holmes tackled. Little over to Cook. Remember to keep it to banter, legends. Remember to keep it to banter. I don't want to have to see it get too crazy and have to time anyone out. And then Little, he goes to the bell end. It's a knock-on from the Dragons. Titans get it again here. Oh, the Gold Coast Titans. They've had their opportunities. It just hasn't gone their way with them. And penalty there for them too. Here we go, Titans. This is your moment to shine. Alrighty. David Fafita rushing forward here. Fafita gets it to Kelly. Gets it over to Jojo. And Jojo loses his mojo. They couldn't pass that one. That would be a 0 on the score in the dojo. It is the Dragons' mojo back on with the ball here. It's not play school. Exactly, Mel. It's not play school. Open wide. Come inside. It's play school. It's play school. To the right here. They run it forward now. Fafita gets them down here. Offwards. We go to Little. Little gets it over to Flanagan here. Carl Flanagan sidesteps forward here. Carl Flanagan, they're forced backwards here onto the ground there by Bo. Fair ball there here. Now it's Flanagan's job. So go to DeBellin. Jack DeBellin here. Offloads over to Little. Little to Ilias. Lachlan Ilias now. The former buddy. Look at him go. Look at him go. Past the 20. On the ground he goes. Unable to get through. Little to Sewer. Jaden Sewer gets it to Sloan. Sloan tackled there. Sewer may have had to back himself there, unfortunately, but didn't. Right, Gufferson to Leilua to Holmes. Holmes has to hold it there, and he's kept in the field of play here. One more tackle left in the set here. Tuapolotu, what does he do there? Christian Tuapolotu looks to go alone. And Tuapolotu goes down there. Any Bronx players out for the next one, legend? I'm unsure. Oh, wait! Jacob Little try. Is it coming up? The referee's going to blow it back and say no try for the Dragons there. Jake, I don't know if there's any Broncos out particularly for the Legend where it's a new out necessarily, but we can check that out for you, Mel. They're missing Brendan Piacora, so I'd say probably not anything crazy. The Roosters, though, are missing Lindsay Smith and Marky Mark, so they've got some problems in themselves. 1977, I was 6. She was 6 and well off seeing TJC even be born, legends. Even be born. Valentine Holmes tackled on the ground here. We go to the right. Little, DeBellin. They're literally 10 meters out now from the line, legends here. 20 minutes to go in this one as we go through. Little to the left here. Gets it to Flanagan. Flanagan over to Stewart here. Little high, little low. He's tackled. Little with the little pass. Goes to the right to Ilias. Sully and Tyrell Sloan will make it 32 to Boyer. Show him the money. It's becoming a demolition. The Dragons with a huge bounce back from last week. Too much for the Titans to be able to handle tonight as it stands. And it's you know what it is? It's just they can't hold it on the wing when it overlaps, legends. They just can't. Opens up too much for them, the Gold Coast Titans. Somewhere they've notoriously struggled in the past, the defense. And it's a rough one here if you're a Dragons fan to take in. If you're a Titans fan, it's even rougher. Because this is terrible. This is terrible. Dairy me, Titans. I know, Mel, I know. Is anybody else looking at the clock and saying, just get the other game going? Like, this is looking poor right now, legends. Looking poor right now. Looking disappointing. Looking like a letdown, legends here at the moment, at the momento, the momentaruni, at the momentaroni. Not looking like your ideal scenario at the moment for the Titans. Valentine Holmes from in front here to slot it in ever so easily here. Valentine Holmes. And it's officially a 30-point lead to the Dragons with 18 minutes to go. You got to say this game is pretty much wrapped up already, legends. And then you've got to feel for Gold Coast Titans supporters, legends. Titan supporters are probably absolutely gutted by this one. Nope, this is great. Well, of course it's good for you, legend. You're a Dragons fan. But no, this is not great for Titans fans. They'll be gutted about this result here. It looks like Tua Pilotu's actually come into the sheds here, maybe with an issue. Shane Flanagan looking pretty impressed with the team in the box right now. Hits it back. And to Fafita. Fafita. He keeps running here. David Fafita offloads to Bo Fermor. Gets it over. And it's an immediate reaction from the Titans. Philip Sami scores. That is special. Philip Sami is over for the Titans. Gold Coast 34-8. With a kick to come. Titans are not consistent. When they are on, they are good. When they aren't, they are bad. They are tragic. I could understand if it was against the Bronx or Storm, but Dragons, I know. There we go. That's the inconsistency. Coming through, legends. Much better for them all around here. Gold Coast Titans, legends. And Fafita was half the creation in that one. That was terrific from
him here. And they're going to lower it to a 24-point lead in a second, potentially. But Jaden Campbell has to get the kick here. Jaden Campbell, he slots it in. 24 points to go in 17 minutes. Nah, I find it really hard to believe, Legends. Find it really hard to believe. But when they're at their best, Legends. It kind of sucks that the Gold Coast Titans can't be more consistent, but you kind of hit the nail on the head right there, Mel. It's so true. Like Bronx or Storm, respectful, like it's a tough game to go to, but the Dragons aren't exactly anything unbelievable this year. They was para. Like I'm going to be honest with you, we're still building, but they're not anything unbelievable this year at the moment. Gufferson takes the kick. And fun is that is a spiral of a kick here to end up on the goal line there. RCG runs forward here. 2 former teammates there going to the ground, both victims of the Riles era. We go to the left there. David Fafita into the line here, gets to the 20 now before being tackled on the ground. Seems I'm the only Dragons fan here. Well, that's fair enough, Claus, mate. We love that just means you've got more of a say as a Dragons fan, right? Just means you got more of a say, man. I don't mind any team except Storm, Manly, and Bronx. Thank you. Mel, very truthful. I love that. That's so true. Besides those three, Panthers haven't gotten on my good list for a while after how they but that's rivalry. Panthers and Bulldogs are like rivalry, so it's a little bit different, the dislike. Storm, Manly, and Bronx, it's like a proper dislike. You get what I mean? It's not a rivalry dislike, it's a dislike. So, yeah. Gufferson collects the ball here on the 20 here. Tyrell Sloan through the line here, mate. Storm and Manly are just like, I'm a Victorian, Legends. Just putting that perspective. I'm a Victorian, so I should be, like, arguably, if it was where I was born, a Melbourne fan. I'm not because of family, but I can't stand them, and I'm from the area that they claim to represent. So that tells you all you need to know about them. Little to Gufferson. Clinton Gufferson around here. Gufferson spins around to the halfway line before going on down here, Legends. Clint Gufferson on the ground. 33 metres gained here. And it's going to be a kick from Ilias over to the right side here. It's a good chase there. I wish we kept Marty Guffer, RCG, Sivo so bad. I would say I wish we kept Marty and probably Guffo, I guess. But Iogi's been unbelievable, Omar. I think long-term Iogi's a way better pick for our club. Legend, I think that we were smart to get Iogi, and he'll long-term turn out just as good for us as Guffo. But, there's only ever going to be one Guffo, and we will miss his time with the club. Marty would be great with Riley Smith. I will admit that, though I don't love the grubby years at the Bulldogs. RCG, yeah, I can't argue. RCG would have been amazing to keep around. But if they don't click with the Riles factor, it's better to let them go than let them be unhappy and the morale of the club not go all around, Para will go all right. Just as Mel says here, Para will come all right. It just takes time, Legend. Yes, we've lost a couple of players, but part of that really is just Riles trying to build a certain mentality that maybe these players just don't link up into, Legends. Jaden Campbell through to the 10-metre line here. Jaden Campbell tackled, and on the 10 now, Verrills runs straight through the middle. Jalen DeGroot kicks low. Dragons ends up in the hands of the Titans here. That is a very random assortment of events here, Legends. And it looks like it goes in favour of the Dragons from the looks of it right now. I don't mind Jerome Hughes and Craig Belly at the Eels. Mate, we don't need it. We got Riles. In Riles, we trust, Legend. In Riles, we trust, bro. The treatment of the fans has been so much better ever since Riles entered that club. Man, oh man. It's actually become a priority to respect the fans, which wasn't always the case in the previous generations. At the moment, might have a new winner come grand final. We might, Claus. I'd like a new winner in the grand final. Captain's challenge here from the Titans. They are unhappy with the initial calling here. And there's nothing to lose in challenging it, right, Legends? Nothing to lose. Yeah, accidentally hits Bo Furmore. Okay, Captain's Challenge is unsuccessful, Legends. You got a feel for Titans there. Challenge unsuccessful. Don't think grand final winners lose to Eels. They do. They do, Legend. Just you wait. Mate, they do. They do. Parramatta's making the grand final and winning, bro. We're going all the way. Can this game just end already? Mel, I am fully with you right now. 13 minutes to go. I want to watch the real match. Let's face it, Legends. This game was always the pre-game, right? We were all always going to be waiting off for the next one, which is the Broncos and the Roosters, right? Let's face it. But hand up right now, Legends. How many of us are here for the Roosters and the Broncos? I think a lot of us would be the case. Yeah, Mel with the thumbs up. See, we got most of us are probably mostly here for that game. This game is the pre-one, the one that builds up to it. And we got a penalty for high contact on the Dragons here. This could be a sin bin. Honestly, it's forceful. It's high. Referee calling him over right now, Legends. This would be huge. Come here. Oh, God. The poor bastard. 13 minutes left, and he's gone for 10. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. The Titans are a man down. Brock Gray, he was already on report, and now he goes to the bin, Legends, in this game here. And the Titans will be screaming about that. Des Hasler in the box with not much to say about that one. Lockie Ilias takes the kick here and it goes out of play. St. George Illawarra Dragons on the 40 now. Sully taps over to Jaden Sewer. Jaden Sewer for the run. Mel says, I want to see Bronx lose. I mean, I tipped the Broncos, but I would love it. I would love it, Legend. I would love it. If we got a Roosters win, it would be terrific. I remember those forward passes in 2023, mate. The 2023 forward passes were insane, Legend. Mel says fitty bomb. You reckon a fitty bomb? You reckon a fitty bomb, Mel, on the Broncos? I feel like that's a bit much against the Roosters, but I won't rule out anything till the game's kicked off, Legends. I won't rule anything off. So to DeBellin. DeBellin gets over past the 10 here, offloads. Jacob Little for the line, offloads again here. They're going through the middle. They keep pushing here. Tackle to the ground. One more left in the set here now. 56 meters gained here. What a play. And, Lachlan Ilias. Lachlan Ilias knocks it on. Lachlan Ilias knocks it on. Oh, goodness me, this game, man. This game, I'm convinced I've lost years of my life. I've lost years of my life, Legends. Years of my life on this one. No, this game. We get rid of this one. We're done with this. We're done with this. We're finished. We're out of here. We're Gonskis, folks. We're Gonskis. We're good. We're good. We're good. You hear me? Not too far away now, Legends. Just lining that up nicely there. Whoosh. Just getting away from the line here. The Gold Coast Titans, Legends. Not far off it right now, folks. They keep pushing forward here. Over to the middle here. Titans kept out so far. Have a crack, Gold Coast. Couldn't get through there. The Dragons get one on top of them here. 10 minutes to go in this one here. 10 minutes to go. St. George Illawarra Dragons. Over in the middle here. Just going to first tackle now. Becoming second here, Sewer. And look, this game's just done. This game's just done, man. This game's just done. It's done. It's done, man. There's not much else to really say about it other than it's done, right? There's not much other to say than it's done right now. Through the middle now. Onto the 30 here. My elderly dad loves the Nuggets, just saying. Well, then your dad's going to be overly excited about this game, legend. They should be getting up and down, jumping for glee for the world that it happened. Well, I'm 78. Crazy Claus. You 78, legend. Katugu says, up. What's up? What's up? Oh, dear God, what's up? What's up? Oh, no, what's up? All right, Titans. Over to the right here, we just go over to our boy Fitzgibbon here. Alan Fitzgibbon on his way through 86. Wow, bravo, Mel, bravo. Let's go, Titans, says Katuku. Let's go, mate, let's go. They're a man down. Can they keep pushing with it here? Can they keep pushing with it? 9 minutes left in this game before we can get on to the real event. But Clark to Fodawaker. Forward now, Morky Fodawaker pushes forward here. Fodawaker tackled there. The Gold Coast Titans just has not been their night, legends. Kicks it low here, bouncing forward. Almost, but Clint Gupperson covers it well there. Gupperson, he takes off. Clint Gupperson caught on the halfway line, the king. He drops the crown to Damien Cook, who picks it up with pride here. Cook through the middle here, tackled on the ground, legends. And now we have Flanagan going over to his supporting forwards here. Second tackle, legends. Second tackle right now. And he just pushes forward here. On the ground he goes. To the left, Sewer. To Lachlan Ilias. Over to Flanagan. Carl Flanagan, the daddy's boy. Covered well. The daddy's boy. Covered well there. Daddy's boy. Tackled. Little. One more left in the set. Ilias. And it's an easy try there for the Dragons. They're going to hit 40. Unbelievable. The Titans cannot handle them. Crazy, man. Utter lunacy. Are the Titans okay? Jeez. Don't you just love? Don't you just love rugby league, legends? Gold, baby, gold. I got the gold fever. He's got the gold fever, legends. He's got the gold fever. The race at Origin LGBT. If they were... Honestly, man, I don't have that deep thoughts on it as long as they were either born there or they lived there from an extremely young age. That's all I really care about with eligibility, legends. I don't really think too deep into other technicalities. But the Titans trail 38-10 now. This game, I don't think it's going to be a 50 bomb, but oh my goodness me. Another hammering for the Titans. Makes no sense. Thought they were looking better this season. They were looking better this season. That's the thing. I just want to remind people, the team that's putting 40 on the Titans is the same team that lost to Para. Just saying, legends. Just saying. Good kick from the Dragons, and they're unable to get it. 38-10 it remains. Don't think we'll be getting a 50 bomb in this world, legends, but we could get something pretty high. And not ideal. Not ideal at all. If you're a supporter of this side. Not ideal at all, legends. Seriously though, what a my god, this season. You can't tip this season, can you? I tip Dragons, but like you can't tip how the games are gonna go this season. And oh my god, it's an error! It's an error! Oh my god, it's an error! Little! That was forward by a mile! That was forward by a mile! How? How does he miss that, the ref? How? That was forward! Oh Jesus, they give it! They give that! Oh my god! It's 42-10, but oh my god, I really hope I missaw that. I really hope I missaw that. Oh my god. 42-10, the scoreline. I could have sworn that was forward. Watch it. It was forward. That was forward. That was forward. That was so forward. That was close. He was even probably over the sideline. Surely you disallow that. Surely you disallow that. There's no way you keep that, right? There's no way you keep that, legends. Come on. There's got to be some sort of rugby league, like the gods, they can't allow this try. They can't allow this try. The fact that that wasn't ruled forward was an utter joke. He was playing volleyball, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah. All right, cool. Not 42, legends. It remains 38-10. It had to be. It had to be. There was no way. Did against was a mile forward. It was, wasn't it, Mel? That was a mile forward. That was so obvious. It wasn't even funny, that one. That wasn't even a debate. That pass was forward. Waker to Randall. Gets it to Jaden Campbell here. Jaden Campbell for the line. Gufferson covers him, legends. Tackled there. Third tackle. Left in the set. Fermor gets it to RCG. RCG. Back over to Brian Kelly here. Brian Kelly tackled. Randall passes to AJ Brimson. Brimson to Campbell again here. Campbell around now. Campbell tackled here. Onward and upwards we go. Campbell to the right. It's a good pass there. And it ends up in the hands of Alan Fitzgibbon. And the Dragons have somehow kept him from scoring there. I didn't even think that would be possible, legends. Pass for the crowd. It's a pass for the crowd, legend. It's always the Aussies, right? It's always the Aussies' faults, guys. Always the Aussies' faults. It's always our fault. Bro, this is just so done. Please end this game already. It's 4.5 minutes to go. None of us care anymore, man. Like, come on, ref. Chuck us a bone. Chuck us a bone, referee. Tell them we accidentally went over the clock. Tell them. Tell them now that we accidentally went over the clock, legends. Please, I beg to all. And I want to do for it. Nope, just enjoy. There's just nothing enjoyable about it as a neutral. It's just a nothing game, this, for me. Like, it's a great smashing, but, like, it's a nothing game, man. I stopped watching this game 30 minutes in, says Katuku. Mate, I don't blame you. This has been I'm not one to go games suck, but, like, this one has just been so nothing. Nothing, man. I haven't gotten something that I felt like, wow, this game was needed in my life, like I do with a lot of them. Campbell, round to the left here. We were spoilt after last night, weren't we? So we're not going to get fun results from there on in. Clark, over to the right now. Regan Campbell-Gillard for the line here. Regan Campbell-Gillard held legends. No entertainment factor. Exactly, Mel. There's no entertainment factor to the smashing. It's just a smashing, and that's just pure and simple. It's a dead smashing is what it is. It's a dead weight smashing. They keep pushing. to the left here. Jaden Campbell, 5th tackle. They clear it in the air. Over to the left here. And it's hit back there, but Dragons managed to collect it nonetheless. Tyrell Sloan goes down here. For me, oh yeah, there is. Well, you're a Dragons fan, so there is, Claus. We're not Dragons fans. Remember that. For neutrals, there is zero entertainment factor here. And Titans fans would want to turn off the screen already, right? If you're a Titans fan, you go and turn it off. Turn it off. I don't want it anymore. Right, Jaden Sewer around here. Sewer tackled. We go to the left here. Little gets it over to David Clemmer now. David Clemmer put on his back here past the 30 now. Little looks onwards both ways here before getting it to DeBellin. He'll be smelling a chance to Couchman here. Couchman will spin around past the halfway line before going down here. Little to Ilias. Lachlan Ilias to Sewer now. Jaden Sewer on his way forward here. Sewer kept back. 5th tackle coming up here. 2.5 minutes left. 52 meters gained here. Ilias kicks it low. It's bouncing out. It ends up with De Groot here. De Groot looking for the sidestep around here and on the turn. Oh, he's taken. He's copped it there from Little there. It's a little touch there. And he goes down. Till I came back to New Zealand. Years, legend. Years. Only got to get through this for 2 minutes, legends. Brian Kelly through the line. Over to the right here, where it ends up with Alan Fitzgibbon again here. Fitzgibbon keeps on pushing forward here. Fitzgibbon goes down to the ground here, legends. And then it's Randall to Sami. Philip Sami here. Sami through the line to Bell, and he finds the offload again here to RCG. RCG to Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell. Is he going to pass it? Yes, he is. He's going to get to Sami. Philip Sami offloads again here. Gets it to Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly over to the left here. Now pushing forward here. The Gold Coast Titans. They go back over. And AJ Brimson for the middle. What a team effort for a try there, legends, from the Gold Coast Titans. And you know they're capable of them, right? And it's Titans 14, Dragons 38 now. What a try for the Gold Coast there. And they show that they have the ability. They just don't seem to execute it every game. It was a tight one. There was definitely no real organization to it, but they'll take what they can get. Just keeping themselves alive there. Lachlan Ilias being pushed to block off his defender. And once they got it to Brimson, he was going to speed through the middle there always, I reckon. A real X factor for them tonight. He's been playing like he's wanted to try, and he got it just there. Yep, and congratulations to all Dragons fans on the victory today. This has been a solid win for you after the loss last week to the Parramatta Eels. Mate, AJ, bro. AJ, he's crazy. He's crazy. That run through there, that was good. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I just wish I saw that in the first 10 minutes and not in the last 2. Jaden Campbell hits that easily into the air here on the goal, and it will be on 1-1-1, 1 minute and 11 seconds. The Dragons hitting it to the Titans. Remember, after this, folks, I'm sure none of you have forgotten, we have the Dragons versus the Titans here. Don't worry. We will be streaming that as well here. This game has tired me out so much. I need an exciting game. Just had to say it. Just had to say it, legend. But enjoy your last win. Enjoy your last win, Para. Well, that's harsh, Claus. That's harsh, legend. Enjoy your last win, Dragons. Enjoy your last win, Dragons. Yeah. Pomp it. We carry on. A minute left. We carry on, folks. 55 seconds left on the clock here. We go to the right here. Good on the Dragons who move up to 7th place on the ladder. Congratulations to them on that. Onto the 30-meter line they go before being tackled down here. Alan Fitzgibbon, and it's a bad play of the ball from the Gold Coast Titans. Yeah. Yeah. 20 seconds. Jeez Louise. All right, Dragons, with 10 seconds to go feeding the scrum here. We go to Ilias, who goes over to Moses Sully here. Moses Sully into the line there. 4, 3, 2, 1. One last play here. Are they going to kick it? Yes, they are. Valentine Holmes, and it's a really, really obscure kick there. 38-16. That is your final scoreline here at Wynn Stadium, Legends. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys over on the next stream. You guys have been the best. Let's go. 1 out of 2, done.